Hello, welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to present today. My name is Jess Greenwood, and my background is property valuations. Here at Urbis, I specialise in valuations for compulsory acquisition and compensation purposes. So think infrastructure projects and when property is compulsorily acquired. We act for the government as well as private property owners. But I also come from a background of mortgage valuations for both commercial and residential property. I'm here to provide an overview of the market outlook for Docklands, and today I'm going to talk through the key value drivers for Docklands, together with an overall investment outlook for new products within Victoria Harbour. It's an exciting time here in Victoria. We now have 90% of the population fully vaccinated, which means life is well and truly returning to normal. Workplaces are open, students can attend schools and universities in person, and Melburnians are going out and generally enjoying all that Melbourne has to offer. So why Melbourne and why Docklands? As we often boast, Melbourne holds the record for 7 consecutive years as the world's most livable city between 2010 and 2017. And that's because Melbourne and its CBD has all the necessary determinants of what makes a world-renowned livable city: education, infrastructure, culture and environment, walkability, healthcare and safety, political stability. It's been a crazy time globally, and we cannot judge the future on last year alone. However, Melbourne achieved a top 10 ranking, taking into account the impact of the COVID-19 global pandemic. And Docklands? Well, Docklands is an extension of Melbourne's CBD. And as you're aware, Victoria Harbour is a unique waterfront community within Docklands. One of the most important considerations which drives value is employment. Docklands is unique in that it provides an employment destination as well as a premium waterfront housing hub, which broadens its overall appeal. Urbis anticipates that by 2031, jobs in Docklands will increase by 21%. In Melbourne CBD, traditionally Collins Street has been the principal commercial office street. It runs east-west past Melbourne Quarter and then into Victoria Harbour in Docklands. However, more recently, Docklands has experienced significant employment growth, with many national and international corporations relocating to new first-class headquarters in the area. I'll jump to the next slide. As you can see in the aerial there, many corporations such as KPMG, Commonwealth Bank, ANZ Bank, AMP, NAB Bank, and of course Lendlease have moved to the area. It's for these reasons that Urbis anticipates that Docklands will continue to see and strive towards that 21% increase in jobs between now and 2031. Equally stimulating the rise of employment in Docklands is the number of key projects in the immediate area. For example, Westgate Tunnel Project and the University of Melbourne's Fisherman Bend campus. The Westgate Tunnel Project is a $10 billion infrastructure project, which is estimated for completion in 2023. The project includes twin tunnels of approximately 1.5 kilometres each, which will provide for greater connectivity between the already established arterials which service the area, such as CityLink Toll Road, the Westgate Freeway, and Melbourne's Port. Fisherman's Bend and the Melbourne University campus is a 7-hectare campus designed for both students and researchers, which will be conveniently positioned and easily accessible from Docklands. The university campus is a $1 billion project, and it's anticipated for completion in 2024. Another key project in the area is the Marvel Stadium redevelopment. This is a $500 million project estimated to be complete in 2023. The project includes upgrades to the existing stadium to include retail, leisure, recreational space, things to complement the existing use for events. Next, I want to talk to you about the population. Despite the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, Urbis forecasts that Docklands population will increase by 44% between 21 and 2031. Typically, Docklands residents are characterised by white-collar professional singles and couples with high incomes. This is largely driven by its proximity to the CBD and high-skill employment. Some notable characteristics of the population in Docklands includes the average household income of Docklands is $109,000. This is 44% higher than Melbourne CBD, 14% higher than the Greater Melbourne, and 3% higher than South Bank. But why? I'll jump to the next slide. Local amenity. The biggest draw card for Docklands is its waterfront location. In Melbourne, there's a real scarcity of waterfront property, particularly property which remains connected to Melbourne's CBD and lifestyle. In addition to the unique waterfront lifestyle which Docklands offers, residents also have access to retail, dining and entertaining options. These include your district Docklands, an open-air retail and entertainment complex which hosts more than 80 specialty retail stores, including a Hoyt's cinema, cafe, bars, and an ice skating arena, to name a few. Furthermore, Docklands' proximity to the CBD provides walkable access to DFO South Wharf and all of the shopping precincts that come with the CBD, including Bourke Street Mall, Emporium, and Melbourne Central. Another massive draw card to the area is obviously education. Docklands benefits from its proximity to many schools and world-class universities, including RMIT University, Victoria University, the Flinders Street campus, and Australia's #1 ranked university, the University of Melbourne. In 2020, international students made up 41% of total enrolments at the Uni of Melbourne, from across 155 different nationalities, supporting international demand from overseas students. At Urbis, some of our larger clients include student accommodation providers, and we know the students are coming back. Why? Because they've got the enrolments for next year. These major universities attract local domestic students from interstate seeking a world-class tertiary education and improved chances of graduate employability. So how do all of these factors transpire into the residential market, and how is Victoria Harbour placed against South Bank and the Greater Melbourne City? Well, of the 2,730 apartment sales in Docklands that transacted over the last 5 years, 41 of these sales transacted over $2 million. Of these premium sales, 71% sold for over $2.5 million, with a higher sale price of $5 million achieved recently in September 21. This is indicative of the portion of premium and quality apartments and townhomes with water views in Docklands. When comparing median prices, Docklands apartments achieved a 10% premium over South Bank apartments and a 4% premium over Melbourne CBD apartments. Similarly, Dockland houses achieved a price premium more than double that of houses in the wider city of Melbourne. As you can see there, Dockland townhomes achieved a median price of 2.7 mil. That's against the median price against the city of Melbourne, 1.325. Specific to Victoria Harbour, there are several key factors driving this premium, including waterside location with marina and city views, newer stock, which provides superior finished product, and typically new stock achieves a premium, the tranquil atmosphere surrounding the marina, and Victoria Harbour's premium lifestyle with access to entertainment and amenities. Property with waterside location and being adjacent to the CBD are in limited supply, and the scarcity of such sites is increasing. Across the city of Melbourne, Urbis estimates that only 7% of residential properties are within 20 metres of water, which is indicative of this short supply. In essence, the premium achieved within Docklands is particularly explained by continued demand, the slowing of supply, and the increase of owner-occupier absorption. Notwithstanding, I want to touch on the rental market within Docklands because Victoria Harbour provides for high-performing rentals. A recent Urbis survey asked participants to identify the key drivers renters consider when choosing one building over another. The answers were prioritised as follows: education, CBD and public transport, employment. In a COVID-19 or emerging from COVID-19 world, walkability, bikeability and employment are paramount. And Docklands presents as an evolving mixed-use precinct which is coming of age and has further investment to grow. Docklands has remained more stable on yield and vacancy than the CBD over the last few years. More specifically, Docklands apartments achieved a gross rental yield of 4% in July 21 compared to 3.7% across the city of Melbourne. 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments achieved weekly rental rates of $600, $780 and $1,200 respectively, with 2 bedrooms being the most popular bed type for investors. Coupled with high rental yield and lower vacancy rate when compared to Melbourne CBD and South Bank, Docklands' rental market is attractive for investors and is primed for growth. On the topic of vacancy rates, as we emerge out of lockdown and people flock back to the city, vacancy rates are beginning to stabilise. More recently, Docklands has seen a vacancy rate of 6.4% compared with Melbourne CBD at 8.2%. In a pre-COVID environment, Docklands has proven to be more stable than Melbourne CBD, and we anticipate that trend will continue well into the future. That brings me to the end of my presentation today. Thank you very much for your time. I wanted to leave with the following key points with you. Employment. Docklands is expected to see a 21% rise in jobs between 2019 and 2031. This is in addition to those major corporations who have already relocated their headquarters to the precinct. Infrastructure. The precinct is set to benefit from a number of major projects, including the Westgate Tunnel, the University of Melbourne's Fisherman Bend campus, and the Marvel Stadium redevelopment. Population. As I discussed, population within Docklands is set to increase by 44% between now and 2031. And the average household income for Docklands is greater than South Bank, greater than Melbourne, and greater than the broader Melbourne CBD. Education. It's serviced by world-class universities, including the University of Melbourne, ranked #1 in Australia. The price premium, the continued demand and slowing supply, together with the scarcity of waterfront properties across Melbourne's CBD, sees Docklands achieving a premium of more than 10% over South Bank apartments and 4% premium over CBD apartments. The rental market. Docklands apartments achieve a gross rental rate of 4%, or gross rental yield, of 4% in July 21, compared to 3.7% across the city of Melbourne. That's because 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments achieve weekly rents of $600, $780 and $1,200 respectively. Lastly, I leave you with my final comments on Melbourne's resilience. Melbourne has been internationally praised for our response to COVID-19 pandemic, which only further enhances the appeal to new residents as a livable and safe city. As life returns to normal here, the city is bustling and people are flocking back to the CBD for work and entertainment, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the summer down in the Docklands Harbour. Thank you very much for your time today. Take care, and my contact details are on the screen. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with me if you have any further questions. Thank you.